Play Julian in this, and then Julian thinks he's hiring an assistant in the form of Michaela Cole. But of course, this person's there for very different reasons, isn't she?
We can't go too much into the plot because it's a bit of a thriller. But he's been living by himself for a long time and not painting, although before that he was considered to be one of the great English painters. But up in the attic, he's got some unfinished paintings that those dreadful children, Jessica and James, want to get hold of, at least before, after he dies. So they send their mate along to interfere and set it all up, and the plot unravels from there.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, I live in the most fantastic house in, I think it was in Clapham, full of everything you could ever want from an artist. I wanted to settle in there. It was gorgeous.
I bet you did.
I had a wonderful time doing it.
But in terms of the film as well, we see a little hint of it in the trailer itself. The two of you form an unlikely friendship, let's say.
For you, wasn't it?
Well, so they say.
Yes.
But Michaela Cole, who's plays the other part in the movie, they say it was written for her, and I can believe it. She's absolutely spot on.
Well, I mean, you've got a big fan already in Sandra. Sandra, you've seen the film because it's already out in the US. I mean, what were your thoughts?
I really wanted to see it before I met you, and I just loved it. I loved it, and also the way that the production design of what that house looks like, and the light coming in, it's such London light, and also, you know, the heartbreak of kind of forgotten and decay of someone not wanting to kind of deal with the past is all displayed inside the house.
And then it's a comedy at the same time. But you're right, a London house. It's a London movie.
Yeah.
These people couldn't live in any city in the world. Not Chicago, no. New York, no.
No,
Ontario, no. It's London. And bits of London you recognise, of course, and that's as much why I loved it as anything else.
Yeah. Do you know, I forgot we were on the television then.
I did, I was mesmerised.
Nice. It's lovely. But we mentioned that the children are played by James Corden and Jessica Gunning.
Dreadful children.
Well, I mean, they're very funny.
And two great comic performers.
So hilarious. Was it hard keeping a straight face at times?
It was. Particularly with Jessica. She is so hilarious, effortlessly funny. I envy that. I mean, to be able to make people laugh is the most difficult thing, but if you can do it, the most rewarding thing. And it has taken me 60 years of acting to begin to understand how to get a laugh. And you can only get a laugh if you're absolutely real.
Yeah,
I agree.
Don't start showing off.
No, I agree.
And those two
I've got it.
nail it every time.
She just looks very naughty, doesn't she?
Yeah, always. Very, very good, those two. But Ian, we were talking about iconic characters, you know, that obviously both of you have played throughout your careers. You touched on it, 60 years in acting. When it comes to certain characters, are you surprised of the effect that it leaves on people, you know, the effect that it has when you come away from it? Because I know you tell a story about a couple that came to see you as their first date.
Oh, it was lovely. I was coming out of the theatre and there was a little couple there, about my age, and they said, we just want to say that we had our first date and saw you and Francesca Annis play Romeo and Juliet at Stratford in 1976. I said, do tell me you're still together. And they were. But the thought that you can be part of people's lives just by doing your job. And we both, I think, prefer Shakespeare, not Shakespeare, theatre above everything else. And it's because of that direct contact. And I know, you know, performances have entered, not my own, other people's have entered my life. And yes, it's... but then with Lord of the Rings, kids come up to me and want to say hello. I say, look, I'm not Gandalf. No, they know that, just as I used to know when I went to see Father Christmas in Harrods, that he wasn't really Father Christmas, you know.
He was a helper.
He was a
helper.
The help is a represent. I represent the old wizard.
Oh, you're loved by everyone.
And I'm going back to represent him.
More on that later.
Yes.
We'll come back to that one.
Thought.
We'll come back. Well, look, the Christophers will be in cinemas from Friday.